Kenya became the first African country to export fresh avocados to China in a move set to further boost economic ties between the two countries. This was after Beijing opened its doors to fresh fruit from 15 Kenyan farms to supply the vast Chinese market.
So guys, welcome again to another episode of the WSXM podcast. As always, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. You don't know, like, share, and subscribe. You know that works. So in this video there, we see the Kenya avocado farm. It's a multi-million-dollar enterprise, and you see the Chinese coming in now and gonna start to take the Kenyan avocados back to China in a trade deal which this will make a couple million for the country. And this is why the Chinese will always be welcome in Africa, because when they don't come with lectures, and they don't come with they come with trade actually. But they come instead of lectures, they come with trades and infrastructure work and stuff like that. But in this case, this is a farm that they are actually working with, and there's 15 farms in Kenya that the Chinese are working with avocado wise. So let's get into this video and I will discuss it after. Boom.
Cultural Farm Kakuzi Company is located in central Kenya, 80 kilometers from Nairobi, the East African nation's capital. A publicly listed company that trades on both the Nairobi and London Stock Exchange, Kakuzi produces and exports a variety of farm produce. This is the company's avocado farm that stretches thousands of square kilometers with thousands of avocado trees dotting the landscape. Chris Flowers, the CEO of Kakuzi PLC, is personally taking top representatives of Dalian Yidu Group, a top food importer from China's mainland, on a tour of the extensive avocado farm.
We've been able to meet our Chinese potential buyers and buyers alike. Obviously, China is now very much open.
Kakuzi Company is one of the biggest producers of avocado in Kenya. Now, the coming here of the potential Chinese buyers is a testament of just how important the Chinese market could be for the Kenyan farmers. According to Yidu Company's representative, Laura Shu, the demand for healthy and nourishing fruits among China's younger population has resulted in a booming market for avocados.
And right now we are importing 40 million kilos from Peru, Chile, and Mexico altogether. But the potential could be huge because we have 1.4 billion people. Even though we are counting on 400 million people of middle class out of the 1.4 billion.
Kenya became the first African country to export fresh avocados to China in a move set to further boost economic ties between the two countries. This was after Beijing opened its doors to fresh fruit from 15 Kenyan farms to supply the vast Chinese market.
So we are counting on all the producing countries, especially Kenya, to keep delivering the product to fulfill our increasing demand of avocado.
But the Chinese market is very particular with quality, which Laura says can't be compromised. At Kakuzi, delivering fruits that meet the expectation of the market is the driving force of everyone involved, from seedling to packaging.
But the population of China, 1.3 billion people, Europe, 750 million people, you can see the potential if we get it right. And China is a very discerning market. It wants a high quality fruit. It wants a good tasting experience. So it's down to us as Kenyan producers to give Chinese customers the quality that they want and the quality that's going to increase their purchasing from Kenya.
Kenya is the topmost producer of avocados in Africa and ranks 6th globally. Data from Kenya's Horticulture Crops Directorate indicated that since August, Kenya's avocado exports to China have exceeded the 2 million kilogram mark, thereby highlighting the importance of the Asian market.
So there you see that, guys, that the Chinese are now turning their attention towards Kenya with the avocado farm. And there's thousands and thousands of trees and miles of avocado farm. And this company not only farm in avocado, they have other agricultural field that they're doing, but this one is the most the one that's booming right now, because if when I see the Chinese representative come on the farm to do quality testing and make sure it's a good quality to import it to China, because as she said in the video, Peru, Mexico, and Guatemala, I think she said, there's over 400 million tons of avocado they export to China annually. So you can imagine if Kenya can get a piece of that, which they will, because they're actually there to do that deal, to try to sign that deal. So once it goes through, farmers gonna get paid, workers on the farm will get paid, taxes will be paid to the government. So there'll be revenue circulating, and there's factories where they have to prepare the wash, clean, pack, and stack and ship the avocados out. So that's jobs for the country. So all in all, this is why Chinese is welcome in Africa. Because when they come, it's always a deal, a trade, infrastructure, something to help the country to elevate. Not like when the Americans or the Europeans come and they come with lectures, why you're working with China, why you're working with Russia, and human rights this and gay that. That's all Americans come to do, is talk about gay rights. That's it. They don't come with nothing to help build the country. They will never come and say, okay, let's take this product from you and bring it to our country, and then so we can have a trade deal. No, none of that. It's always, you must do this or else you get sanctioned. So this is what causing this back and forth with Africa and America right now and China. But Chinese will always win because they don't threaten or insult other countries. They do trades, deals, and help infrastructure and loans. So they can't lose. So this is a good look for Kenya. Big ups to that. And as I said, there's more and more agriculture export is going on right now, and trade between African countries right now. Like Zimbabwe does have a boom in wheat. They have over 80,000 ton extra of wheat this year. You have in Zimbabwe again. You have the what's the farm name? I forget the farm. But anyway, the fact is being is a lot of countries are now trading with each other, African countries, agriculture-wise, and then they're also exporting stuff instead of importing products. So that's a good look for the continent, and I hope they keep it up. And the African Union is now finally stepping forward and representing the continent on a whole. So another good look. So I don't know. Thanks for watching. I don't know. It's the WSX as always. Tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. So I don't know. Peace. One love. Boom.